I am being worn down by my job, physically and mentally. I thought I might come in today. It was my day off. I sort of couldn't anyways. Like, I had stuff to take care of, and it's 2:45 in the afternoon, and I've still got a bunch of stuff to do. But, I'm Angelo, homeless filmmaker in LA. Living in my car for 2 years, and I work in a warehouse. But, man, my back, my knee, my muscles have not had a day to really recover in a while. Well, okay, they sort of have, but it's not enough time. I'm 35. This job is pulverizing me. It's by no means the toughest physical job. It's just, I guess, the what is the C thing I'm going for? Constant and repetitive nature of the lifting I do and squatting, tons of squatting, which is great, but good exercise, and I'm losing weight, probably not eating enough, but I don't know how to manipulate what I eat to, lose weight but not be like underfed. So I just don't eat a whole lot. But yeah, the job's wearing me down, and mentally it's just, I don't know, something about the repetitive nature of it is kind of disturbing. I don't know, I can't say a lot about what's happened at work with the all I can say is about the behavior of managers, one in particular who's just a bully and a selfish person and cruel and vindictive and blatantly I'm trying to think of what I can say because obviously it's pretty disturbing. It's not so obvious because I'm not sane. But chauvinistic, narcissistic, he demonstrates an urgent need to dismiss worker safety concerns and bullied and belittled what I said about other employees having safety concerns and how they opened up to me about that. And while he had me cornered in an office. And I have no witness for myself there. He just had his witness, another manager. And this happened after about 2 months of constant dozens of requests, complaints, warnings from me about the need for coronavirus compliance, people to wear masks, us to be able to social distance, stagger schedules even. And that stuff only really happened when OSHA started enforcing it on apparently they were doing it on all the businesses around here. That's what I heard. And that's when they got serious about it. So that's not how you treat people like human beings. That's how you be a bully and know you can get away with power, and it's apparent nobody in the company is willing to do anything about it. That's all I can say. There's another whole set of things I just cannot talk about. But they're good reason to hate this person and hate what they're doing there, and how mindlessly they disregard people's well-being. I'm going to a job center on Monday to try and look for new jobs. I don't know what I can get. I'm trying to busy myself as much as possible with what I can, which unfortunately lately is largely paperwork stuff. I can't do much writing. I can't do much other stuff related to writing. I know you're thinking, what other stuff? Go to, go climb a mountain or something while I get my ideas. No, just reading, I guess. And I know it's a tedious process, but it's literally just wearing my body, like my muscles. Are hard. They're not even like burning sore. It's just they're fatigued. I'm like moving sluggishly. Like I said, in particular, my knee, my left knee sometimes, my right knee too, and my back. And I've only been at this job since November 11th, so December 11th is 1 month, January 11th, February, coming up next week, 3 months. Been a long 3 months. And the other problem is the money's not as good lately. They're cutting us down to 5 days a week. It's less hours in general. So not a whole lot of money. And it's fine. I'm glad this happened, but my income got wiped out by bills, basically. Bills, stuff I had to deal with, radiator on the car. So that's all fine, you know. It's like, hey, this is, even though I'm broke, I'm way richer than I was when I was like not making much money at all. Once I'm done with all this stuff, I want to read my bank statements, not every deposit and stuff, but like basically my income for each month and maybe my expenses too, to show just how broke I was. Let's pick a year. Maybe when did the pandemic start? 2019. Since basically the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah, I'll say that. Shit! I've lost so much stuff down here. Where is it? Where's the bottle cap? By the way, Amazon, those scumbags, you talk about horrific treatment of workers. Holy shit. They are shutting down one of their most well-organized warehouses and forcing everyone to choose between losing their job. I'm rinsing off the bottle cup now. Who knows what got on it down there. And working what's called a mega cycle, which means a 10.5-hour shift from like 1 in the morning to I guess around like 11:30 in the morning or noon, something like that. Brutal. Also, I just saw a story about a mom, a 38-year-old black woman who was taking care of her mom, I think, and her kids, working at Amazon, and she died as a result of them making her do coronavirus checks on people, but they didn't give her any protective equipment. And so she caught coronavirus and died, and now there's a GoFundMe to try and raise money to help the family survive. Now, how is that not, like, homicidal? Maybe they're looking into that, you know, they don't want to say anything about it, but is that not like, I mean, how can you describe it, you know? Is that not like criminally negligent, if not like third-degree murder or something? I mean, that's pretty heinous. And for what? So the company could make money and not spend a few dollars on safety equipment. So there's a lot of that going around. Anyways, I've got to keep busy, keep sane, which I'm doing a better job. Amazing. If I had this job 10 years ago, I don't know how I would have mentally made it through. Just the indifference to people's well-being, the narcissism, the narcissism and stupidity of being abusive, where you're abusing someone and you don't even acknowledge you're doing it, and instead you act like the person you're abusing is making you do it. That's my manager in a nutshell. And denying, you know, well, I already said that, right? Like, no, I'm not doing that. Just shut up. Just shut up about safety issues. Anyways. See, what's the point of going over it? It's like there's probably 10, 20, 100 million stories like this in the world. Probably actually more than, probably half the world. Probably 3.5 billion stories like that. And, you know, who am I? Just one guy, just one of them. But I did some good there by getting more safety compliance with coronavirus. But yeah, it's just kind of wearing me down. I don't necessarily mind the hours so much. As far as the time of day, going to work usually 3:30 in the morning. I kind of like that. Get out early. But it's just wearing me out physically and mentally. And we'll see I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know where I was going with that thought. There's a lot of scummy employers out there. It's really best if workers get together and be willing to take action, be willing to strike, to walk out, to make it clear they want demands, and then refuse to work if they don't get them. That's the best way to go. And bootlickers hate that. They hate when workers are actually able to live decently and be treated well. So that's a tough thing to try and do when everybody's scared of speaking up. Especially at my job, people are scared to speak up about safety issues. They're terrified of it. And rightfully so, because they'd have to go through the stress and misery that I've gone through, and I don't even have to worry that badly about surviving. Now I kind of do. I don't have much money at all. But for people who have kids, who have rent to pay, yeah, for them, the idea of going homeless is very, very stressful and would be very difficult for them. It's hard to do it unless you already know how. And I imagine much harder for some than others. For me, it took me a while to figure out how to do it. What kind of routine? I'm still figuring out stuff I didn't know to do. And anyways, it's a tough thing for a lot of people to deal with. So they understandably don't want to say anything. And what I've learned is it makes sense why they don't want to say anything. You deal with a manager who's an asshole and who just kind of hates people or something. I don't know what his deal is. And it makes perfect sense. Oh, you're just going to spin your wheels and go nowhere if you try and talk to him. So anyways, got to get a new job. I really don't know what. I mean, cleaning, but I said I don't want to clean people's homes. More like janitorial work. I guess that something where I'm by myself tends to be best. Yeah, I really don't know what else. What else I'm qualified for. Film work, I'm a good worker on a film set, but I don't have knowledge of like QuickBooks and all that stuff. If you want to be like working on a computer at a film company or at a production studio. I don't have knowledge of Adobe Premiere to edit. Don't have an office where I can practice doing that, or any indoor space where I can practice doing that. And time is always an issue too, even with as few hours as I work, maybe 5 or 6 a day. Still makes time quite an issue. Anyways, I'm fatigued. I need to rest. I need to probably eat more. And what can I say? Join the Congress of Essential Workers. That is a place where the more people sign up, at least the more likely it is, in some way, in some manner, that workers will be able to be organized and have a union which can negotiate for their rights. So you don't have to be scared of doing it by yourself. All right.